Yes, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azim bin Sulaiman. We are from Group B, and our project is KICT Alumni Management System. Okay, so go for introduction. Okay, so KICT Alumni Management System is a web-based application that will bring the former student and the current KICT student, so they can both benefit each other. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Hisse Mamadou Chana, and I'm going to continue this presentation on the problem analysis. So the first problem we are trying to solve is that IIUM has only one alumni office for the whole university. And here we try to decentralize the alumni office by creating our own alumni management system in KICT, because it is challenging to keep track of everything from one single office, and it takes time to retrieve specific information for viewing. Because if we need information about a KICT student, we have to go through a lot of pain to retrieve the information. And all the information are being stored in only one file. And once the file is lost, everything is lost. And connecting with the alumni is not easy because we are dealing with a lot of them. And finally, it is difficult to engage with them when we have an event at KICT. So I'm going to be appearing again to explain about the requirement management tool that has been used for this project. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Ahmed Ayoub Muhammad, matric number 1737641, and I would like to carry on from where my group mate has left. For my part, I will be discussing product functionality. For our product, that is the KICT Alumni Management System. The above functionalities are necessary to happen. At first, the admin should be able to add events. That is, the admin should be able to add events that will be visible for both alumni and students to access those events. All users, all the stakeholders of the system must be able to communicate one another through our chatting messaging feature. The alumni are provided with the ability to start a fundraiser that will be overviewed by the management. The other alumni that they can participate in students and the staff, the management, that is, with the proposed fundraising. The system shall have a job dashboard in which alumni are allowed to post available jobs for the students and other alumni to access and to benefit from those jobs that are currently available. For my second part, I'll be going through the functional requirements. At first, I'll begin with access and exit system. I combined them for the functionality for just a brief overview, as the details have been discussed in our SRS project. At first is access and exit the system. The first requirement is that the system shall provide the user with the ability to register using the so the first requirement is that the system shall provide the user with the ability to register using the username, password, and email. The second requirement is that the system shall be able to notify the admin of newly registered users so that they can accept and verify the details. The system shall be able to provide the admin with the ability to accept and reject new users. The system shall provide the user with the ability to enter the username and password, that's for login part. The system shall be able to authenticate the username and password entered by the user. Upon successful entry, the system shall be able to display the home page to the user so that they can access the features of the system. The system shall be able to provide the logged in user with the mechanism to log out of the system. So the first three parts is the registration, followed by login, and then lastly the logout, that is the exit system. Well, the second part will be search, view, and filter features. For the search, view, and filter features, like I said, this is just an overview. The extensive part is in the SRS. The first requirement is that the system shall provide the user with the ability to search for events according to search options like time and date, published, and titles. They can search for specific events, that is, in order to they can use the search event for specific events that they need to access. The system shall provide the user with the ability to select multiple search options in one search. The system shall be able to provide the user with the ability to filter the search by selecting the required search options. And next is, sorry about that. Next is add or edit feature. The add or edit feature, the first requirement is that the system shall provide the user with the ability to add to a feature, that is the job, events, and donations. For the add and edit feature, it can be for both admin and the alumni. For the jobs, it can be both the admin and alumni. For the events, specifically for the alumni. And for the donations, that is the fundraising, can be both. The system shall provide the user with the ability to edit their recent additions, be it to the job, event, or donations. They can just edit the title, the date and time, yeah, the date and time also. Going forth, we'll go to the messaging feature. For the messaging features, it's for all the stakeholders. The system shall provide the user the ability to send messages to other users that they desire. Like I said, this is just an overview of the features of the system. They have been explained in the SRS, very detailed. And my partner will continue with the rest of the slides. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I hope you enjoyed it.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Thianz-prod. In this part, I'll talk about the requirement engineering process framework. The requirement engineering process framework is basically a process model that includes requirement collection, elaboration, correction, and adoption. In this video, I'll talk about Agile methodology and the activities of Agile methodologies. The Agile methodology is used for KICT Alumni management systems, continuous learning, planning, improvement, team collaborations, evolutionary development, and early delivery are all terms used to describe the Agile software development methodologies. It is an incremental and iterative approach where the requirement keep on changing, and it's flexible enough to meet all the changes and deliver high quality software to the customers. Next is development activities of Agile methodology. Agile technique includes 4 fundamental development activities. They are writing code, testing, listening, and designing. The Agile analyst must determine how much work will put into each activity and balance that against the resources required to execute the project. The main goal of Agile is customer satisfaction by delivering high quality software in short period of time. Thank you, that's all for me. Next part will be continued by brother Mamadou.
I'm back again, salam again, and I'm going to continue on the requirement management tool that is being used in this project. So the name of the tool is Codebeamer, ALM. ALM means Application Lifecycle Management. What is Codebeamer? Codebeamer is a requirement management tool that provides the user with the ability to store, manage, and document requirements. And Codebeamer has a lot of features because it includes a navigation bar that consists of the wiki, the trackers, the documents, and the baselines. And Codebeamer also supports requirements formats from other tools such as Rec Review, Inner Slate, and so on. Then you can directly export the requirements from other tools to Codebeamer and start working on them. And in the next video, I'm going to do a quick demo of Codebeamer. And as I've already asked the lecturer, I'm going to be reusing the presentation we did for assignment 3. Thank you. You can add the requirements manually, or you can upload a document. To add manually, you just have to click on add item, and you have to type through the keyboard. And I don't want to do that because it's going to take time. I'm going to upload a Word document that I've already prepared last night. You just click on import, attach a file, requirements management, open. and you just have to wait for it to load and click on next. But when you prepare the document, you have to be very careful. You have to respect all the headings, the styles, because here you are going to import all the headings to the current tracker. You just have to tick all the headings. And here I've not uploaded the document yet. It's just a preview, and I'm gonna show you something. I don't need the introduction, so I have to turn it off. The RE context figure 2, I need the requirement list, and I don't need the prototype. And then you just click on save and wait for it to upload.
Oh, okay.
So now I've uploaded the requirement list. You can just click on the plus button to see table 1, table 2. This is how you store the requirements into CodeBeamer. And when you store the requirements, I really prefer the table view, because when you have the table view, you can see all the fields. Like here, you can have the status. The status is red and it's new because I just uploaded the document. When it's green, that means the requirement has been approved. And when it's gray, the requirement is pending. And type, you can just choose. This is a functional requirements. Complexity, oh my bad, sorry. Functional. Complexity, you can choose either simple, standard, or complex. And submitted by, I'm the one who submitted, so this is my name, Chana. The time, no modification yet. And these fields you can add or you can delete. Like I can remove the mitigates. And if you want to add a new field, like a requirements ID, you can just come to the trackers, right click on system requirement, configure, and you just click on field. Now you can tick whatever you want. You can add ID. If the requirement has a parent, you can add the release date, the owner, the start date, the end, everything. These are fields you can add or you can delete. We move on to the collaboration part. You can add members to your project just by coming to the admin. On the navigation bar, you click on admin, members.
Okay.
Right now, we are 4 working on the project. And what is fun about CodeBeamer, when you add someone, you can assign him a role. For example, when I click add new member, their email, their name, and then assign them a role. And if we also have the validation part. If you want all your members to review the requirements and approve, you can just I'll just select one requirement.
Okay.
The system shall, you click on more and send the selection to review. Name is just, I'll give it test. Click on next. Now I have to set up the review. The reviewers are the member, the moderators, the viewers, and I can set a deadline. Let's the deadline is tomorrow, 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I can notify the reviewers, and yeah, I can ask them to sign when they finish to review the requirements and all that. Just depends on whatever you want. When you're done, you click on next. Then you create the review, and it will directly take you to the review hub page. And to review, you just have to click here. And then you finish, you give a comment, and then you finish. Then the improvement, this is what you get. The statistics, the number of people who approved, those who say that it needs more work, and those who haven't reviewed. Since I'm the only one right now, so that's why it's all green.
Okay.
Okay, move to requirement validations. Okay, so the tools that we use in our project is a CodeBeamer. and there is a function called review hub in the code beamer. Okay, how? Okay, how is it the function of the review hub in code beamer? Okay, so the first one, for example, you made one requirements, and then you can send your requirements to be validated by, and you can assign someone to validate the requirement, and you assign it through the review hub, and then the requirement that you have sent, you can may change it to the settings of the requirement. For example, you can uh, give authentication, provide feedback, and also the signature. And also the person who you assign to review the requirements can will get a notification, and then just wait for their approval. The reviewer can uh, approve it or reject the requirements. Okay, that's all from us. Okay, my group member is Cisse, Ayub, me, and also Faris. That's all from us. Thank you.